Americans love to use contractions. You'll hear it throughout the whole conversation. So, today, to help you understand Americans more and to use these in your own conversations, we're going to practice and cover some of these contractions, okay? 6 categories that we have today, and then we have a quiz. So, let's get started. First, what is a contraction? It's to make two words come together. So we go from something that's bigger to smaller. And like I said, when are they formed? It's when we have two words and we want to join it together. So, for an example, do you know the contraction between will? Do you know what the contraction is for will not? Hold that thought if you know it, and think about it if you don't, and I will let you know at the end of the lesson. So stick around for that. So, contractions with I, the subject I. I will is I'll. I am, I'm. I have is I've. Now, if you say I will, it's not wrong or nor is it grammatically wrong to say that in a conversation. We just love to connect words together to not take up a whole lot of space in while we're speaking, or not take up space, but not to say a whole lot. We like to save time, and so with these contractions, that's what it does for us. It helps us to save time during conversations. Contractions with is. Where plus is where's. Where's your school at? That plus is that's. That's my book. That's my book. I'm pointing to it over there. If I'm saying that's, I have to point over there. Here's. What are the two words that that makes up the contraction here's? We'll find out on the next slide. Let's keep it moving. There's. Blank plus is. Who plus is whose. Whose jacket is that? Or whose dress is this? She plus blank is blank. Let's answer these together. So the contractions for is, we have where's, that's, here's is here plus is, theirs is there plus is, who is, who plus is whose, and she plus is she's. Congratulations if you got them all right. And if you didn't get all of them right necessarily, you are still intelligent. Keep working on those contractions. Moving on to the next set of contractions with the word not. We have not is haven't. I haven't eaten today. I'm hungry. Did not, didn't. I didn't call my mom today. I better do it right now. Could plus not. Couldn't. I couldn't do my homework. I had too much work to do. Can plus not. Can't. I can't eat strawberries because I'm allergic to them. Has plus not. Hasn't. She hasn't called me yet. I'm still waiting. Are plus not is aren't. What did you think about that section? Not too bad, huh? So we take those words and contract them into one word. And if you notice with the pink apostrophe there, that has to be there to make the contraction. So you can't leave that off. Okay. Unless it's just not, if you leave it off, it's just not correct. I see Americans get this wrong. I see English learners get it wrong. And so we're just going to cover it today. There is a contraction meaning they are. Okay. For an example, they're coming with me. I'm talking to my cousins and about some other people, and I'm saying they're coming with me. Okay. So the word there with THRE is a placement. It tells me where something is at. So if I'm asking for the remote and I say, hey, it's over there, and I point to it, it's telling them, hey, it's like over there in that area. If I'm pointing over here, the couch could be over there, the coffee table. I'm just pointing in that direction. And it lets them to know to look on top of it, around it, or whatever. So this word THERE is also used at the beginning of the sentence. So for an example, number one, we have you been there before? This is just an example with the word there in the sentence. The following example has it at the beginning of the sentence, though. So there's a feather in your hair. There's a feather in your hair. So there is a feather in your hair. The last contraction that I want to talk to you about today is aren't. Now, this could be an argument with people saying that only Southerners who live in the South of United States use the word aren't. And they could be right. I'm not aware of people in the North using it. Let me know if you live in the North if you use the word aren't. I'm not sure about the demographics here. But how do we use aren't? It's used to negate a verb in the present tense. So the next thing that I want you to know is that it's not used with singular person, meaning like when you conjugate it, he, she, or it is the singular person. It's not used for that. So you automatically know that aren't she coming is incorrect. The example, the correct way to say it would be, I saw Ashley today. Isn't she coming? Maybe you're at a party. Maybe you're going to church and you saw her earlier today. You know that she's okay. So I saw her today. Isn't she supposed to be here? Aren't is used with first, second, and third person plural. So this is we, and we like to say in the South, you all. That's the second person plural. And we have the third person plural, which is they. So I have these in order for you right here. We aren't going to the movies tomorrow. You all aren't going over their house. And this word there is because it belongs to them. It's possessive. And finally we have they aren't going to bed on time. Okay, so you can see it's to negate the verb. Quiz time. We're getting ready to have some fun, and I love to do homework with someone that knows more than I do. So I want to help you understand this a little bit more. And one way that we can do that is by answering some more questions to see where you need help. Where you need help. So the first question is, I need you to choose before we before I read the first question, I need you to choose between these two answers, okay? So we have I haven't slash didn't do that. Number two, I almost told you the answer. Here's slash here are some examples. Number three, are you going over there? Are you going over there? I haven't slash hasn't eaten that pizza. 5. Aren't you getting tired? If you are, let's go ahead and answer these questions so that you can go rest after working so hard on your English today. All right, so we have the answers here. Number 1 is didn't. 2 is here, and that's because examples is a plural word. So we can't say here is some examples. We have to say here are. There's not a contraction for that. Number 3, are you going over there? THERE, remember, is the placement for something. It's telling you where. Number 4, I haven't eaten pizza. So when we have the participle eaten of the word of the verb to eat becomes eaten for the participle, we have to have haven't. I haven't eaten pizza. You can also add the word yet. I haven't eaten pizza yet. I'm still hungry. And the last one, number 5, aren't you getting tired? That is correct. Aren't you getting tired? You wouldn't say, is you getting tired? We could be talking about here the you plural. Okay. So that's all for contractions today. Let me know down below how you did. And I want to say something real quick, going back to the contractions that ends with a T. If I didn't say it already, I want to make sure that I emphasize this one more time, or make sure that I emphasize this before we go today. When you say the T at the end of the word, you want to make sure that it's not a true T, as in like haven't, couldn't. It takes too much work when we're speaking, while we're speaking. So you want to make sure that you drop off that T sound, and it's pronounced as a stop T. So haven't, couldn't, didn't. That's how it should sound, because when you connect these words in English, what's called linking, when you link the words together while you're speaking, you will drop this T sound and it will not make the true T sound. So that's just a tip for you for your speaking skills. Come back next week, because I am going to show you how to link some words in English so that you can get your rhythm right in English, so that you can start speaking in a way that makes you proud. All right, does that sound good to you? Thanks for staying to the end. The contraction will not becomes won't. Won't he do it? We say that a lot with, it's a bug in here. We say that a lot with God. Won't he do it? It's like a cut. The Corn Hawthorne made a song too. Won't he do it? He said he would. Put your battles on. Something like that. All right, I won't sing for you because I don't know the lyrics, but the contraction for will not is won't. Awesome. Hey guys, listen, thanks for coming today. My name is LaDoris. I help professionals speak English clearly so that they won't be overlooked at work. Choose Zaizen e adios.